Welcome back to Ride JBI. This is JB. Today we are taking a look at the WP Xplor Pro 7548 cone valve complete fork. Now these forks are for the KTM off-road model bikes that feature the WP Xplor forks stock on the bike. Now compared to the WP Air forks, the WP Xplor forks are a spring fork and they're also shorter in length. So because of that, WP also has this version of cone valve fork available. Again, it is called the WP Xplor Pro 7548. And what that is an off-road setting that these forks are already built to, and they are the same length as the WP Xplor forks. So that way they are a direct match and bolt-on, ready to go upgrade for these KTM off-road model bikes. Now, these forks are very similar in terms of the hardware and componentry as the WP Exact Pro 7548 or WP cone valve fork, the one that you see on often motocross bikes. Pretty much same componentry and everything, just different settings. Again, off-road settings that these come set up to, and a different length. Both forks, meaning this Xplor fork, it can be modified and updated to be a longer length fork like the motocross ones, and motocross ones can also be updated and modified to be a shorter length, and this style of fork also. So both forks can be fitted to either style of bike and can be modified to fit either style of bike, which is very cool. So what I'm getting at is, in the future, say this rider leaves their KTM PDS setup and gets a KTM linkage bike, or maybe even a Husqvarna that has the longer forks on it, they can send these forks into Ride JBI. We'll do a service on it, and then we can update the length on them, so that way they can utilize the forks on their other bike. But compared to the motocross settings, which seem to get mixed reviews, these off-road settings that the WP Xplor fork comes set up with is really good. I'm really impressed with how plush they are, how smooth, good feel, and pretty good hold up for how plush of a fork they are. Some very fast, aggressive off-road riders would probably want a firmer setup than these, but for the majority of riders, they're going to be very pleased with these right out of the box. For some hard enduro riders, they still may be a little too firm, but those would be the ones that favor really soft suspension setups for that type of riding. Even hard enduro, I think a lot of dudes would be very pleased with this out of the box setting. Like all the other kits, it comes with the preload adjuster wrench, compression clicker cap tool, of course the WP fork stickers, and how to download the manual online. WP's really done a great job over the years improving, fine-tuning their line of suspension that they offer, especially the Pro components, and these WP Xplor Pro components are no exception. Really pumped to see what they've been coming out with and how well they've been improving everything and what they have to offer. Riders are being very pleased with their WP suspension. Not necessarily their stock suspension. The WP Xplor stock suspension leaves a lot to be desired. But the WP Xplor Pro components, this is some really cool stuff. But we often keep these in stock here at the shop, so if you'd like to source a pair, let us know, we'll hook you up. We also have our own developed JBI suspension off-road settings as well. Again, those tend to be more favored towards more aggressive and faster riders. Again, for the majority, a lot of people would be really happy with these, but we do have other settings also. All JBI suspension services and parts can be found at ridejbi.com.